All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down throw for Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Get the 6. Pull it. Half. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hustle. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Wild Bill. Yo, if you kill him, put it right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Ready. 40 to Pittsburgh. Tackles. SOS.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Kill. Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
I got 86. Tight into the right.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception. Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. Check three.
Brissett now. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check hot route. Hot. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 54 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, watch that. Come on. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come off the ball.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Rotate.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now on second down. Brissett. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Check. Lucky.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. It's good for a Baltimore first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Barkley out of the gun. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight
carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Bandit. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, watch it. Check. Fresno. Screen. Shit. Go. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 99.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13, Jackson. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
That's going to be a long day. Let's go, let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18.
Let's go.
And Baltimore, first down.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Now the wolf. Line 36.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
25, check 22, check, cover. 22, check, bottom. That's it. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, check. Back.
Now it's Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Wait. Go. I got him. He's mine. 53's in
And Jackson throwing once more. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC Wildcard game. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Tight dog. Check. Crunch. Yo, check the hot read. Let it go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson.
Watch quick. Check it back.
Buying time to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check. Mike 54. Mike check.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. Set before we get the flag. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip left. Off. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Right there. 54. Right there. Yo. 54.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Ravens push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Right there.
Jackson will throw again.
Watch the run.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Got you. Let's go. Come on. Check 13. Check 13.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's bring it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Go, go. Go, go.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check. Echo. Mike, 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. No.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
He's checking. Crash. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D. Let's go.
He can run for it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's get off the field. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Brissett. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught. A huge play that time for the Colts. 59 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 26. Colts 21.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Safety's creeping. Go.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. It got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Check 52.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A run by Barkley going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready. Go to base. Check. Watch 54. Get that quarterback at all costs. Go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Come on, boy. Go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson eluding the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check Mike 54.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Hines. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It brings up 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing. Brissett. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Right now, let's go. Check the out. Check 3, check it. Tighten up. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Line 36. Line 36.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Line 36. Line 36. Get him. Watch 36.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Mike's 5-4. Time to go. Night. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Sponge. No.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 49 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
36.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
On first down, Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run with Barkley. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
SOS.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Roberts has it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Tighten up. 57 to Mike.
Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. 57's the Mike. Rock 57. Here we go. Here we go.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Check.
Watch 36. 30. They can't hang with us.
Fight. Look, folks. Line 30. Hustle. Hey, let's get that ball.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.